First, chapter 6, the luncheon. Question number 1. Did I remember? The narrator means that. Here, it's one line from the story is there. Did I remember? The narrator means that. He didn't remember. He couldn't forget. He was not sure.
Ma'am, he didn't remember.
He could not forget.
He couldn't forget.
Not forget.
Remember.
Yeah,
Could
it
not
was
forget.
He could not
It was
forget.
horrible experience, so he couldn't forget.
He couldn't forget. Yes.
Next question. The narrator is by profession. The narrator is by profession.
A writer.
The narrator is a writer by profession. He had never been to Peots before because
It was very
It
expensive.
was very expensive.
Very expensive.
very good.
Expensive.
It was very expensive. And next question. He didn't order champagne for himself because
He could
He
not
could not afford it.
Afford it.
very good, very nice. He didn't give an adequate tip to the waiter because
No more money.
He had no more money.
he
He
had
had no more money.
money. Now next of question number 2. The narrator was still a struggling writer. You are supposed to write 2 points. So it was there, no? He was earning barely enough money to keep his body and soul together. He was living in a tiny quarter overlooking a cemetery.
Tiny apartment in Latin Quarter.
Yeah. And he was earning barely enough money to keep his body and soul together. Here, next question. He promptly said yes to the woman's proposal for lunch at Feods. Because
Ma'am, he had not learned to say no to the woman.
He was flattered.
and he was flattered.
Flattered.
Ma'am,
Promptly,
These are the
matlab
2 points. The woman didn't approve of the narrator's choice of eating meat.
I think you are unwise to eat meat.
She told that she did not overload her stomach. She told that it was unwise for eating meat.
overloading her stomach.
Yeah.
It is very overload for
Next.
her stomach.
So many points are there to justify this line. Next, the narrator planned ways to face a bill beyond his means. What was narrator's plan?
He could leave her watch and say he should come back later.
And say it had been fixed. He would put his hand
He thought that he borrowed the money from his friend.
then the only thing would be to leave his watch and say he would come back and pay later.
One point was there that
Made up mind that he would put his hand in his pocket and with a dramatic cry start up and say it had been picked.
very good. First, he would put his hand in the pocket and with a dramatic cry, he would say that his pocket has been picked.
Someone picked his.
And the second was that he would keep his watch and say that he would come later on. Next, the asparagus were tempting and difficult to resist. The asparagus were
Asparagus are very expensive food items that the average person cannot dream of ordering.
anyone other would answer?
Because they were in a rumor, succulent and apple using the smell of the melted butter.
The smell of the melted butter
The
tickled
lighter.
her
Yeah, very
nostrils.
nice. The smell of the melted butter tickled his nostrils. And one more point.
He had seen them in the shops and he knew that they were.
Only he could do was to look the lady eating mouthfuls. So these were the narrator. The narrator was shocked to see the head waiter carry a basket full of peaches.
Because
Terrible thing happened. Peaches were not in
They
season.
were waiting for the
Yeah.
Peaches are rich tone of Italian landscape.
Just a minute. Suhan Singh raised his hand. Suhan has entered the waiting room for this meeting. तो अभी वो मीटिंग में है ही नहीं, but he has not written his class instruction, so I am not going to admit him. I am going to remove Sohan Singh because he has not. In which section Sohan is? Can anyone tell me? अच्छा सोहन एक जगह सोहन एडमिटेड भी है और एक जगह वेटिंग रूम में भी है. What is this? Sohan, if you are in the meeting and if you are listening me, note it. You are supposed to write your class instruction.
मैम एक आदित्य देव भी है.
हाँ, आदित्य देव भी है. Shri Bhagwan Singh raised his hand. I don't know why. Shri Bhagwan Singh is there also. Actually, I am not going.
Ma'am, Pratik Prakash.
Okay, live. Next, we will do question answer. Question number C. Answer the following questions in about 30 words each. How did the woman know the narrator? Who will answer this question? How did the woman?
The woman knows the narrator as she read a
Ma'am,
book
the
of
woman
him.
knew the narrator as she had read a book written by the narrator.
The woman had read his book and had written to him about it.
Ma'am, the woman knew about the narrator as she has read a book written by him.
Yeah, the woman first. The question is, how did the woman know the narrator? Question is in past, so our answer also will be in past. So the woman knew the narrator because she had read a book written by the narrator. This question is over. Second part. Why did she want to meet him? Why did she want to meet him? She
want to meet him because she was
Chatting
passing
with at poet.
Asked him if he would give her a little luncheon at Payot's.
She wanted to meet him because he was passing through Paris and she had a few hours. So she wanted to meet the narrator. Next question. What impression did the narrator gather of the woman when he met her? What impression did the narrator gather of the woman when he met her?
Did the
narrator gathered of the woman
He
when
was not so young as expected by the narrator.
she was 40 years old and
She
was
was
so
imposing
talkative, rather imposing that
He was so talkative.
One by
The
one.
woman was naughty and very much talkative.
and he was prepared to
Was trying to talk about him.
she was so talkative.
So What impression?
Ma'am,
So
the
first
narrator
impression
gathered
was,
the impression of the woman when he met her that she was not so young, and according to him was so means 40 crossed and so talkative.
First impression, she was a woman of 40, and she was very talkative. So two important points. First important point is there that she was a woman of 40 and she was very talkative. Next. Why was the narrator panic stricken while they were waiting for the asparagus to be cooked?
So the narrator panic stricken while they were waiting for the asparagus to be cooked because the asparagus was very expensive.
He had left over for the rest of the month, but whether he had enough to pay the bill.
No. This is not the answer. Complete answer. This is the answer, but this is not complete answer. So the narrator was panic stricken while they were waiting for the asparagus to be cooked. Now it was not a question how much money he would have for the rest of the month. Now the question was whether he would be able to pay the bill or not. He was panic stricken. This was the reason. You may. Who is Anuket? Anuket, I am removing Anuket because today I have removed so many students. Okay, but a few are, I think, still there. Okay, let it be. So, my question was, why was the narrator panic stricken while they were waiting for the asparagus to be cooked? The narrator was panic stricken while they were waiting for the asparagus to be cooked. Now, it was not a question how much money he would have for the, he would manage for the rest of the month. How much money he would save for the rest of the month. Now the question was whether he would be able to manage the, he would be able to pay the bill or not. This was the question, and he was panic stricken due to this. Understood?
मैम आप आंसर जो बोले उसके अकॉर्डिंग में हो जाएगा हम लोग का जो the narrator was panic stricken while they were waiting for the asparagus to be cooked because he thought that whether he was able to pay the bill or not.
Yeah, he would be. यहाँ पे हम लोग फ्यूचर टेंस की बात कर रहे हैं ना, बिल अभी तक आई नहीं है. So whether he would be able to pay the bill or not. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So many students entered late, quite late. Next. Why did the narrator order coffee for himself also? Why did the narrator
ordered coffee for himself because he was not carrying now. He was not carrying for the bill because he had finded a way to pay the bill.
And ice cream and coffee for one by one. Then he should
one by
enjoy
one?
everything with us.
One by one. One student should answer.
Ma'am, the narrator ordered coffee for himself because he was fast carrying now. So he ordered coffee for himself and an ice cream and coffee for the lady.
Yeah. The narrator ordered coffee for himself also because he stopped thinking about the bill. He had managed his mind how to pay the bill. So he ordered coffee for himself also. Next, what is the waiter's contribution in allowing the woman to have a gorgeous meal? What is the waiter's contribution in allowing the woman to have a gorgeous meal?
The waiter comes to
Whenever the poet asks if he has any meal, then
the
he
waiter
answered,
comes to the
yes,
woman
he
table
has.
from time to time, asked if she said
The waiter was telling the waiter was telling so many expensive dishes to women that the writer was not able to afford.
The waiter kept
Ma-
returning to their table and
Salmon,
tempted the
which was
woman
not
by
a
asking her
instant
if
menu
she would like
and
to
was
order
also
something
very
more, even
expensive.
though salmon and asparagus were not in the list of the menu. He told her they were available. He also brought the basket full of peaches, which were not in the season and were very expensive. The order of the peaches was not placed.
the waiter's contribution in allowing the woman to have a gorgeous meal by offering them some of the expensive meals and the peaches at the end of the meeting.
They were
So the waiter contributed a lot in allowing the woman to have a gorgeous meal. The woman asked for uncommon, unseasonal, and expensive dishes, and the waiter provided her all. The woman asked for uncommon, unseasonal, and expensive dishes, and the waiter allowed her all. Okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, horse.
at last he also came with a basket full of peaches.
Yeah. That was peaches were also not in season. Next, horse. The narrator's meeting with the woman begins with his being flattered and hospitable, and ends with being mortified and disgusted. Discuss his different states of mind. The narrator's meeting with the woman begins with his being flattered and hospitable and ends with being mortified and disgusted. Discuss his different states of mind. Do you think this statement is correct?
Yes, ma'am.
This statement is 100% correct, because when this statement is actually connectivity was lost. That's why this happened. So the narrator's meeting with the narrator's meeting with the woman begins with his being flattered and hospitable and ends with being mortified and disgusted. Discuss his different states of mind. The narrator was not able to give any treat to anyone in a restaurant like Fjords. Narrator could not say her no because he was flattered. The narrator could not say the woman no when she proposed him to meet at Fjords. Understood this line?
Yes, ma'am.
The narrator
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
the narrator couldn't say her no when the woman uh, suggested him to meet at Fjords. He was very much flattered. But he knew his financial condition. He thought he would be managing luncheon by spending 15 francs. But this didn't happen. The lady was not understanding. The lady was ordering very expensive dishes. And the narrator was very much worried. The narrator was very much worried whether he would be able to pay the bill or not. Now it was not a question that how much money he would be saving for the rest of the month. Now the question was whether he would be able to pay the bill or not. So in this way, he felt very disgusted at the last. Understood? Is it okay? Next question. The woman called the narrator a humorist. Who do you think actually contributes to the humor in the story? Some background noises coming.
The woman called the
Lady contributes humor in the story.
मैम पहले सबको म्यूट कर लीजिए.
पहले सबको म्यूट कर दीजिए, बात कर रहे हैं.
I have muted
विकास
everyone.
कुमार के बैकग्राउंड से आवाज आ रहा है.
I have muted, but now Ashish Kumar is also muted, but still a few students. Okay, but no background noises. Ashish. It's okay. Now who wants to answer?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the woman is the actual humorist in the story, as she. Ma'am, the woman is the actual humorist in the story, as she said that she never eats more than one thing on luncheon and keeps her diet balanced. But instead of that, she ordered a number of expensive things for her. So the woman contributes to the actual humor in the story.
Very nice. The woman was the humorist because her statement and her action both were contradictory. Both were contradictory. मतलब वो अलग था ना. What she says did just opposite to that. She said she doesn't take anything for luncheon. Then she ordered what? What did she order? At first,
मैम caviar.
Caviar.
After that, she told she doesn't.
सैलमन को
She
ऑर्डर
doesn't.
की बट कैवियर खाई
She
थी.
ordered salmon.
Yeah. So in this way, she said that she didn't take anything for luncheon and ordered. And after that, she said that she didn't order more than one thing for luncheon, and then she ordered so many things. In this way, it was the lady who added humor in the story. Life skill. If you come across such a guest at home, how will you behave? Suppose that this is your story. How will you manage? Sarthak.
Ma'am, I would welcome the guest with a great sweet smile. I will sit down with them for I will sit down with them.
Ma'am, I would try to tell her my financial condition with indirect talks.
Yeah, yeah.
Smile on my face. I would grade them according to the time of the day. After sitting them comfortably, I would offer them water to drink. I will sit down with
Ma'am,
them
I would
for
tell
a while.
him that I am
Yeah.
passing with
If
a
my guest
very
asks
poor
anything
condition.
out of the menu, then I will tell her that it is not in the menu. Please order something else.
Not why. Suppose that if I come
I would
across
say that
such
it
a,
is not affordable by me.
yeah, very good. You should be able to say the actual condition, actual position. If you are not able to,
मैम वो भी इनडायरेक्ट मतलब टॉक्स में बोल रहे हैं, डायरेक्टली अब थोड़ी बोल सकते हैं, हम इनडायरेक्टली थोड़ा रियलाइज करवाएं.
यस, नहीं, अगर मान लो इनडायरेक्टली अगर किसी को नहीं
डायरेक्टली भी
समझ
बोल
में
सकते
आता है,
हैं.
अगर if someone is not able to understand your feeling, understand your point, you can make him or her make them understand डायरेक्टली ऑल्सो. अगर इनडायरेक्टली भी नहीं समझ में आता तो डायरेक्टली, अगर इनडायरेक्टली उसको समझ में आना होता तो she should have thought that mutton chop was the cheapest dish in the menu, है ना? But the lady didn't understand. He was not ordering anything for himself, but the lady didn't understand. She should have thought he was an struggling writer. Sorry, he was a struggling writer. How would he manage such a costly gift? So in this way, suppose I come across such a guest, I will directly say, I welcome you. You are precious in my life, but my financial condition doesn't allow me to offer you such type of dish. Next, values. Observe the following remarks made by the woman during the luncheon. I never eat anything for luncheon. I never drink anything for luncheon. I never eat more than one thing for luncheon. Discuss this statement in the light of her behavior during the luncheon. It was these statements and her behavior. Both are
all these statements are false.
Yeah, they were quite opposite. What she said and what she did was quite opposite. Next question. Was the woman considerate or self-centered?
Ma'am, the woman was self-centered because without knowing the financial condition of the poet, she invited him in an expensive hotel like Poyot's. She ordered all the expensive dishes and even not pay any single money. She kept saying that same sentence over and over that she does not have anything for luncheon. That is why I would consider her as self-centered.
Very good, very nice. She was self-centered because she didn't offer to pay the bill. Suppose that she had eaten so many things and she paid the bill.